Hello and welcome to Integrative Wisdom Recap Friday. I'm Verna Fisher, and this is the day where I just briefly take you back through the topics that each aspect of Integrative Wisdom shared during the week. So today's Office View on Monday, Integrative Wisdom Practices on Tuesday, Soul Catalyst Card Deck on Wednesday, and Elders Who Care on Thursday. And it gives you an opportunity to decide whether or not you would like to go back and see any of the complete video, given what the topic was. So this week on today's Office View, I talked a little bit about how I used to do a segment with my co-workers called Healing the Healers. And it was like an hour-long gathering where those teammates who could come into the office could come in and get a little bit of TLC and practice a little bit of self-care. And so in today's environment, not everybody is going back to the office, or they're distancing from their coworkers. And I just covered a little bit of how to perhaps do some self-care in a way that would benefit you and benefit your coworkers, because you're going to be more resilient, more likely to have your best immune system in place when you are practicing self-care. So the second day of this week was Integrative Wisdom, and we talked about the idea of doing your personal assessment and really looking at, from your personal landscape, what tools are right for you to practice in your self-care program. And again, as Integrative Wisdom is about body, mind, spirit, and soul, the complete basic bottom line is that it's important for you to know who you are. It's important for you to know what your personal strengths are and limitations are, your personal motivation, your personal lens on how you see the world. And from that perspective, then you can pick the tools that will be most beneficial for you, and not trying things simply because somebody else told you to, or you got caught up in a guru factor, or whatever it might be. So that was Integrative Wisdom on Tuesday. Wednesday, Soul Catalyst Card Deck Day. I pretty much always say you need to watch the video to know, but I tell you anyway on Recap Friday. So it was good because it really segued from last week. Last week's card was Spirit, be in the quiet. And so the challenge was for you to find ways to recognize when to stop and when to quiet your mind and allow your body to reset. Well, this week it was a soul card, and it said, listen, pay attention. So that works very well. So these two tools would be really good to go hand in hand in the coming week, to continue to use the quiet card, and to then really tap into underlying thoughts and beliefs and fears and strengths that rise up from the silence, and allow you to examine and explore, and maybe begin or decide that you don't want to take that same road anymore, and you are now able to, because you've paid attention and you've listened. So that was Wednesday. Yesterday, Elders Who Care. I invited us to go on a trip down memory lane and to really go back and see who were those elders in our lives that influenced us, and how they influenced us, and whether or not the way that they were being an elder or old, depending on what the case was, is that what was it helpful? And so I led us through a list of questions for self-examination to really look back and see what you experienced. From that lens, it's then possible to then ask yourself the questions: am I doing what I need to be doing, if indeed I care at all about being an elder of consequence, to be someone who has found out a few things about the world that will then benefit the younger generations coming up after me. It is going to be their world. And if we can give them the ability to discern for themselves what this world would best be like, then they might put those practices in place. They might start now to examine their own inner landscape and not just navel gaze, but to actually turn around and be the example. Be the example. And maybe this old tired world can be taken to a more sustainable level for everyone in a beautiful kind of a sort of a way. That's having hope in human nature and humankind, and moving beyond all the stuckness that we have around us. So that was Elders Who Care. Ta-da! Recap Friday. Quick, succinct, 7 minutes long. Here we go. Into a weekend. Please be safe. Be kind. And begin to be more aware. All right, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.